banana, ananas, 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 banana, ananas, 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 banana, ananas. So remember. Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And not in my pocket, but on my arm now, because he just does not want to be in a pocket, is little Dr. Snurf. Now, I'm a human being, so I feel bad, and at the same time, even though I feel bad, I did it anyway. I woke him up, and I brought him out because it's been a while since I've had actual hamsters running around. You know, that I'm not up at the time that they are when I'm recording lately. So I'm really proud of them, and I love them, and I like to show them off. So I wake them up periodically and bring them out. So come on, little guy. There we go. Thank you so much. You go back to bed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oopsie. Oopsie. I'm knocking things down. There we go. I want to make sure the lid doesn't break, so there we go. But I wanted to bring out a hamster. Which direction? There we go. Now, to continue the spider, I'm also spitting too. To continue the spider chronicle type tales, I had to go down to my bathroom today because, you know, I woke up. I grabbed some washcloths so I could wash my face and rub the washcloth over my hair and that sort of stuff. And I got down into the bathroom, and it made me laugh out loud. I have a bathroom scale. It's an older type. I bought it specifically at Goodwill because it's an older type. It's a big bulky thing. You stand on it, and then it's got well, of course, and then the dial is raised up and up above. It's, you know, it's older looking. It's not old, it's older looking. But there's a wall, and then it juts out a bit to make a little square section just before you get to the shower stall. So tucked into that is where I put my little scale. Well, it's not little, but it's big. Oh, excuse me. So I finally get down there, and in the area with just above the dial, in there, with a guideline running down to the scale, there's a little web, and then a tiny, tiny little spider, only about that big, right there in the center of it. And it made me laugh because they're so silly. They just put up webs everywhere, and it doesn't matter if it's useful. They're going to try because, hey, you know, they're trying to live. And so it's a good thing. I can't use my scale for a while, not because I'm scared, but because I don't want to tear our house up. Also, I use a password manager primarily for my passwords. Tried to sign on to my online checking to try and check my checking account since I had to pay my rent on Friday. Yay, I use a password manager. So the first thing that comes up, it's time to change your password. Please enter your current password and then put in the new one. I don't know what the current one is. And it's not going to use the password manager to bring it up. So I gotta wait till tomorrow and go in personally or call them up and say, I need to change my password. So yay. Luckily I'm doing okay. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. If it was not without your help out there, I would not be able to keep afloat. I am treading water with the water right here. And with your help, I am able to tread water. Without your help, I would have been yanked underneath the surface a long time ago. So thank you so very much. It is appreciated. I'd love to find a cheaper, slightly smaller place to live because this is, as small as it is, you know, it's not really a small place. I mean, it's a 2-story home and I share it with 2 other people. But the portion of my house that's my house that I have to take care of You know, it's this room here, a bedroom, I got a bathroom, I use the kitchen and parts of the living room downstairs, and that's almost too much for me to take care of. So, yay. Thumbs up for that. So yeah, I'd like to find some place that was maybe a little bit smaller in some ways, maybe a little larger in others, maybe roughly the same place. It's, you make one place smaller so one place gets bigger. I mean, it'd be nice if we could do that. I'd have to live with the choices that are made available to me, but we'll see what happens. I'm always on the lookout, and there's still nothing in Shelton that I have been able to find or locate. Everything is so freaking expensive, it's insane, and going to getting worse. The recession is coming for the United States. Yay. Gotta love that. Past that, I did go walkies last night, and I have now officially fully appropriated that extra loop where I go up through southern. As much as I got new inner linings for my dentures, my mouth has changed enough so that the shape of my dentures and the shape of my mouth, the soft inner lining isn't really enough to make them fit properly. So even though I only got these things done like 3 weeks ago, they don't fit right now because my mouth continues to change. And so, yeah. But anyway, I went walkies, and as stated, I went up through southern Shelton to the very tippy top. It's not the tippy top. I mean, you can continue for like another block, and then you can follow it for another couple miles. But effectively, that is the tippy top of Olympic Highway in southern Shelton. So I start up there because there's a Shell station, if you buy gasoline. And I start there. Well, I start at my house, of course, but I walk up to the Shell, and then I walk all the way down Olympic Highway into downtown Shelton, walk in a meandering, weird, crisscrossy path through downtown Shelton to get to Olympic Highway North, walk up and out of the valley of downtown Shelton, walk up to Walmart, and then just reverse the course and come back. Now, I don't take the path back up Olympic Highway up to the tippy top and then come back down to my home, because a 6-mile walk used to destroy me. Now it's a 7-mile walk. I'm not ready yet to add it to make it a full 8-mile round trip walk yet. It's probably going to take another year of just small incremental pushing and changing before that becomes comfortable, because last year is when I was first trying that extra loop and seeing how it would work. Didn't work out so well. And for the past year and some, I've been broken at the end of 6 miles. So now I can do 7 miles and feel as good as I did when I did 6. Give me another year, I'll be doing 8. Remember, incremental changes are good. Dramatic changes are hard for us to do. Incremental change, a journey of 1,000 steps. A journey of 1,000 steps. Well, that's the way it works out to. But a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yeah, you want to be changed entirely, 100%, tomorrow. But it doesn't work that way. Everything takes time. It's taken me 5 years to get to this point from walking where I can do 7-mile round trips, and I'm still doing good health-wise, though I do want to talk about my weight. So you can do it. Small steps. Just push a little bit. Sure, the first month you're only going a block, but the second month you're going 2 blocks. Then the third month you're going 6 blocks. By the 4th month, you're being able to do a half a mile. Keep that up at the end of a full year, you're pushing 2 miles by the time you're done. And while you're not out jogging with a massive personality and physical bodily change. Yeah, but now you're doing 2 miles daily. And a year ago, you couldn't even have done that. So small incremental changes on everything. Oh, and as a minor aside, I was watching one of Zombie Wolf's videos. I hope I got a link somewhere, but if not, check out Zombie Wolf. He's in the comments. But he had a video where they had the howling of wolves or wild dogs. And I remember when I and my wife were living in southern Shelton in our house at the time, before the bank took it back after she died. But we had a lot of wild dogs and such as a problem. And one night we were out on our little porch area. We were fenced in, and we could hear the howling of, it must have been wolves, maybe? Coyotes? Some form of wild dog. There is within me some deep, primitive, atavistic fear. Because once I heard that sound, I couldn't stay outside anymore. I couldn't. It was dark outside, and even though it was far away, and I don't mean like a block or two, I'm talking like half a mile or more. And even though we were in the middle of a neighborhood, in a fenced area, I had to get inside to be safe. And it wasn't rational. It wasn't any of my decisions. It was something going, whoosh, grabbing hold of the inside and going, you now inside. So it was like, whoa. When you got that deep and primitive a fear, I mean, that's like hokey smokes. So yeah, I didn't stay outside and listen. So I don't know what to think when I hear that sort of thing. Just ugh. That's the sort of deep, primitive, atavistic fear, which atavistic just means basically primitive. I just like using words. I used to have that sort of atavistic, primitive fear with spiders, and now, I mean, I can't remember when, but it was only like within the past month, I actually, with a web, picked up the spider and let it run across my hand as I was trying to find a safe place to get it because I didn't want it to get hurt. I used to freak out like I was gonna die if spiders got close to me before. Now it's like, oh, we need to get you someplace safe. Hey, deep, primitive, atavistic fears. And I watched a really good video by this guy like Burger Krieg. He's like a I don't know his actual history, but he's like a German person that was raised in Britain and now he lives in the United States. It's some weird twisted thing like that. So he's got a couple different accents as he talks, but he talks so much that, you know, it's like, hey, then there's no stumbling. So it's kind of a little weird to the ear at first, but he's smart, he's good, and it's awesome. So if you can get past that little what the heck accent is that, then you're all right. But he was talking about how meteorologists predicting the weather, the closer you try to get to being pinned down to a closer and smaller time, the harder it is to do. You can say it's probably going to rain on Monday. But if you say, is it going to rain at this specific time? Is it going to rain at this specific place? Well, how about 2 o'clock on this time? Well, how about at 2 o'clock on this time on this specific patch of ground? How about 2 o'clock on a Wednesday on this specific patch of ground? The more closer you get, the more you're not going to do it. But with YouTube, he talked about how the systems you're trying to predict with each video, not just the weather for a specific day, hour, minute, and second, but it's of a 6-inch patch of Amazonian rainforest or some place, the equivalent of that, where you're being told, predict the weather for this spot. And if you don't do it, you don't get paid. But the thing is, our systems, we don't know the systems. The algorithms are always changing. So it's chaos. We can't understand the system. The system that we interacted with yesterday through YouTube is not the system we are interacting with today because of machine learning and changing algorithms. So trying to predict it, going, oh, I can make a video that'll do this because, hey, you know, there's things out of your control. You show a picture of a dog in your thumbnail, but that reminds those people that have just recently lost dogs of their dog. So maybe you got a bunch of unsubscribes just because you got a picture of a dog. Or there's this one person that likes to share a lot of your videos and you get a lot of views, but they're sick that week. And so there's not a lot of shares. You can't control that. You can't predict that, but it's a huge part of the equation. So you've got a changing, always evolving system. You've got an audience that you can't predict anywhere. And if you can't predict the rainfall of what's going to happen in 2 weeks at 2 p.m. on that small 6-inch patch, then you don't get paid. And you can say, yeah, once again, it's, I did this and this worked. Well, that did this and it worked yesterday. That's not the systems you're dealing with today. And one of the bigger problems is, of course, with the way YouTube is right now, if you make a long video, high depth, in depth, thinking about a lot of stuff, that's stupid, because right now those videos don't get views and watches. What gets videos is like text-to-speech Reddit post listings. Zero effort. You are actually stupid if you spend time making a well-crafted, intense video, because you're going to get 1,000 views. And these quick thrown out videos, they're going to get a couple 100,000 or a couple million. You've lost money under the current YouTube system. You got to pump out crap or you don't get paid. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Actually, I'd like to say I did, but I didn't. I didn't even call up my Chrome. Hokey smoke. So, okay, I'm calling up my Chrome right now, and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I am just going to thank people. It is a range of 20 to 25, because even though I count in American Sign Language, I get lost so easily, and I've got to go to Studio Classic because it always opens up the new YouTube Studio, and I frickin' hate it. It's impossible to deal with. So I am opening up still 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and my sincere apologies. I wish I could do this quicker. Well, okay, there we go. Here we go. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you so much. Kira Lemongrab, greatly appreciated. And Michael, thumbs up and thank you. Diana Strange, I'm working on an ASMR video for tonight too. Diana Strange, thank you so very much. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Chill Zick, greatly appreciated. The Something, yeah. And Midnight_Guardian, thumbs up and thank you. And Denial, greatly appreciated. And yeah, I know, I'm way too hard on myself. It's my depression. I should not do that. Pablo Jimenez, thank you very, very much. And Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. Charles Emmons, greatly appreciated. Then we have Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. I'm allergic to blueberries, thumbs up and thank you. Bailey Snyder, greatly appreciated. Adrian Bryan, thumbs up and thank you. And then Max Rose 03, I'll have to talk about Stranded Deep and my issues with it tomorrow. I don't have time today. Conspo Lopez, thumbs up and thank you. Some guy named Jamie, greatly appreciated. Esau Nagar, thumbs up and thank you. Blur's World, greatly appreciated. Guillermo Vieira, I sure hope I'm close, but probably not. And then Tall Dude 123, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Last but not least, Paladin Wallingham. Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated to no end. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I also have a PayPal link down below if you wanted to donate through that fashion. I have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to support me as well without actually sending me money. It's got cat food, hamster food, silly stuff, non-silly stuff. If you wanted to check it out, please do. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And when it comes back to donations, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Now my intro this time, not as in-depth or scary. They can't all be, Oscar winner shorts. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with some of the ideas, so I'm still working on a storyline, so we shall see. But I got this video, another video, hopefully my ASMR video tonight. I want to do The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I have to use public domain stuff or I don't get paid. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And that is a very good thing. Have the best day you possibly can.